Last year, LEGO released a LEGO icon set of the 1980s poster car we all know and love, the Lamborghini Countach. However, I didn't buy it because, at least in my opinion, I didn't like it. When I first learned rumors that this set was coming, I had planned to buy it as a more accurate replacement for my modified version of the Rebrickable Porsche 911 Countach alternate build, but then the pictures broke cover and I felt like it didn't look like an authentic Countach at all. The front end was too straight where there should have been subtle curves to the bumper, the transition from hood to windshield was uneven, the hood was way too long and the windshield was placed way too far back, the taillights were massive, and the dual rear tires were certainly odd to say the least. The Icons Countach didn't even have pop-up headlights, so instead, I bought instructions on Rebrickable for a Lamborghini Countach MOC that, despite being smaller than the original set and without a steering front axle, is universally better in almost every single way. Plus use a fair amount of the parts I already had in my modified Porsche Countach. I present to you the Lamborghini Countach by Rastacoco. This MOC was originally released in December 2022 as a redesigned version of Rastacoco's older Countach that added an engine bay and pop-up headlights among other things, and has since become one of the most popular Creator Expert scale car MOCs on Rebrickable. Unlike the LEGO Icon set, which is exclusively white, Rastacoco's Countach could also be built in red and black if the builder prefers those colors. The Rebrickable user Linz even made instructions for the Liberty Walk Countach based on Rastacoco's MOC, albeit the outdated version without pop-up headlights, which was how he was able to make those instructions for free. However, I wanted to build a 5000S round belly without the vented side skirts and a carbureted engine, while Rastacoco's original MOC is a quattrovalvole with the side skirts. So I asked Rastacoco about how hard would it be to make it a round belly, and he sent me a Bricklink Studio file of a version of the car that he happened to make with the round belly sides, which I appreciated very much. Since Rastacoco didn't ever finish making the engine for this studio file, I made a carbureted V12 for it, and I also gave the car a slimmer roof among other small improvements. I then ordered all the parts needed on Bricklink, along with purchasing a LEGO Creator Turbo Track Racer on eBay since the unprinted Ferrari F40 windshield piece only appears in that set, and it is so rare that it costs more on Bricklink than the 670-piece set it's included in. Finally, I ordered some custom 3D printed rims and stickers from OKBrickWorks.com, who partnered with Rastacoco for this MOC. The car wouldn't be complete without them, though I did add some extra stickers myself for extra detail. I'll explain later what stickers I made myself that weren't included with the OKBrickWorks sticker sheet. The building experience of this MOC is unlike any other. It is certainly one of the most challenging LEGO models I've ever built, but in a good way, though it would certainly be very difficult for builders with low experience. The final result is absolutely stunning from every single angle, and it deserves a spot in the top 5 of favorite things I've ever built with LEGO. Like I said before, while the LEGO Icons cars are around 1/12 scale, this MOC is 1/14 scale, noticeably smaller than the LEGO Icons Countach, but most importantly, the same scale as the Creator Expert Ferrari F40 set, a big plus for those who want to display both 80s supercar icons together. Starting from the front, where we have one of my favorite features of the MOC, the awesome working pop-up headlights. Rastacoco said in closed position they're hard to open up and may require dismantling pieces, but I disagree. If you use your nails, I find them very easy to open, and I love how the car looks with them up, complete with the stickers from OKBrickWorks added. Unfortunately, while the LEGO Icons Countach has an opening frunk, this MOC doesn't, but you at least get a windshield wiper, which the Icon set doesn't have. Most importantly, the transition from hood to windshield is seamlessly straight, compared to the uneven transition in the Icon set, which makes it look like a badly done Countach kit car. A big plus this MOC has over the Icon set are these side window pillars on each of the doors. Just like the real Countach, where they're separated in 2 sections so part of the window can be opened. And of course, the signature Lamborghini doors, which made their debut on the Countach model, can open up and down, but they're fairly flimsy and need to be handled very carefully. Obviously, including the refined mechanism of the Icons Countach wasn't going to be possible at this scale, but I like this better since they open more realistically. One of the stickers I added that wasn't included in the OKBrickWorks sheet was this Bertone design badge, which proudly adorns Marcello Gandini's masterpiece. Like previously mentioned, I made the Countach's roof slimmer compared to Rastacoco's original design, which used bulky Technic beams for its roof. I got this detail from Linz's Liberty Walk Countach, and it works extremely well here. You can even remove the roof and rear window and make it an unofficial Countach Roadster. I built this car with a dark red interior, which is more expensive than black, white, or tan, but I think it suits a white Countach best. The seats are crafted very nicely like the real Countach seats, though the headrests are flimsy. Other stuff in the interior include 3 pedals, a parking brake, a non-functional steering wheel with a printed Lamborghini logo piece, a sticker of the iconic Alpine radio I custom made, and a fire extinguisher, because Countach. Opening the rear bonnet grants access to the glorious V12 engine bay. I tried as much as possible to replicate the real Countach 5000S's engine with LEGO, and I think the final result looks fantastic, complete with silver roller skate pieces used to represent each of the 6 Rebel carburetors. In my opinion, the real Countach's distinct wheel well shape is basically impossible to replicate with LEGO, but these mudguard pieces here work well enough, though they were expensive, costing almost $7 each on Bricklink. And of course, I can't not mention the iconic rear spoiler, which I think this model captures flawlessly, despite the wedge plate studs. I still wish LEGO would finally make variants of these pieces without studs. Finally, the rear of the Countach, with taillights actually in the proper proportions. Everything here from the angled tiles to the epic quad exhaust have been replicated absolutely perfectly in this model. There's also the last 2 stickers here that I made myself. One with the 5000S badging, since the OKBrickWorks sheet only came with Quattro Valvole badging, as well as this classic California vanity plate I found online that I thought suits this car best. One more thing I wanted to talk about are the custom 3D printed rims, which can be bought in silver, gold, or white. I bought them in white. While they're not the perfect shade of LEGO white and the finish looks a little spotty since they're unpainted 3D prints, I think they look great. I could have tried painting them to get rid of the spotty finish, but I'm fine with it. And of course, just like the real Countach, the rear wheels are wider than the front wheels. Like I said before, Rastacoco's original MOC is based on the 5000 QV with a fuel-injected engine and vented side skirts. But if you want to build a carbureted round-belly 5000S just like mine, lucky for you, I made a Bricklink Studio model file and Bricklink XML part list file and sent it to Rastacoco so he could include it in his MOC to be downloaded by those who purchase his instructions so they could build a Countach exactly like the one in this video. Though he hasn't uploaded those files to his MOC yet, so whenever they're uploaded, I'll be sure to make a pinned comment below. So how much exactly would it cost you to make a model just like this? The instructions on Rebrickable cost 17 euros, or about $20 US, and Rebrickable estimates that the cost of the parts for the standard Quattro Valvole Countach to be around $216. But, like me, if you already have the Icons Porsche 911 set, it could contribute to 32% of the parts required for this MOC, and make the decision to buy the entire TurboTrack Racer set on eBay, which can be had for pretty cheap compared to buying just the windshield piece. That set can contribute to an extra 8% of the parts for this MOC too, and then the cost goes down significantly and you have a load of extra pieces. Then there's the $21 rims and $9 sticker sheet from OKBrickWorks, which is expensive but worth it. While everything here does cost more than the LEGO Icons Countach, also in a smaller package, if you desire the most downright perfect LEGO Lamborghini Countach for your collection, this MOC is it. I highly recommend building it if you're a fan of iconic classic cars like I am.